Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. Today we're going to make these beautiful tags using our napkins we joined with that freezer paper. Look how beautiful they've turned out. This one I sewed around the edges of the tags, but you do not have to do that. Put a little bling on here, a little more bling, some lace, a little bit of stamping. We also stamped some words on top of the napkins, and then we backed it. Here's the other one. This one I did not sew around the edge. You do not have to sew around the edge if you don't have a sewing machine or if you just don't want to do that. And then I decorated it up. I used this word here, kindness. It came from Tim Holtz. I just mounted this on a little bit of cardstock, inked it up, mounted it on. And then on the outlining of this butterfly, I've used this Stickles Stardust. And I backed it as well. Oh, I just think they turned out so beautiful. So first, what you're going to need, I'm going to move these right over here. What you're going to need first is you're going to need those napkins that you joined with the freezer paper. And you can find that the video that I did with this showing you how to put the napkin on the freezer paper is called Using Napkins in Journals. So that's the video that showed you how to attach your napkins onto this freezer paper. So you take, I just cut this down so you can see it a little better, and I'm not trying to fight with a great big old piece. And then this is what I'm going to back of my card with. And this is my hard cardstock that I'm going to use. So I'm going to do it this way because I think that this might be a little easier for me. Instead of cutting them all and then putting them all together, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue up this one side of this hard cardstock, and I'm going to attach my napkin to it, and then I'll turn it over and I will attach the backing that I'm going to use for my cards. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll be right back after I finish. That way you don't have to watch me do it. It's like having paint dry or something. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. So we have the back of the card here, the tag, and we have the napkin on the other side. Same way with here, the back of the tag, and on the other side we have the napkin. And it's all adhered so it's nice and firm. Now we have to decide what size do we want for our tags. Well, let's see here. I think we sure should make a tag that is, this one's 4 inches across and about 5.5 inches long. So let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we better cut this off and get a straight cut first of all, a straight edge, I mean to say. There we are. Let's do another straight edge. Right here. It's another beautiful day here. We hope everyone's having a lovely day. Let's see here, that's a little, I'm going to have to take off a little bit more because it's not quite together. There we go. Now, we said 4 by 5, so 4. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that seems a little wide. Where did I put that tag? Is it really that wide? Oh goodness, it was. Why does it look wider now? I don't know, but it's all good. We're going to cut that. There we go. And then 5. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 5.5, so we'll do 5.5. Perfect. Alrighty, let's go ahead and round off those corners right now while we've got it in our hand. There we are. So let's take this and let's use it as our template for our other one. It'll make it go so much faster. There we go. Do you guys have all your Christmas shopping done? I'm happy to say that I do. Well, actually, I'm waiting on something to come. It hasn't been delivered yet. I'm hoping that it gets here in time. If not, I have some other things for that person. It will be all right. But I am waiting for deliveries. Alrighty, there are 2 big ones. So that means, yeah, I'll put them up there, pull them down so you can look at them. So that means now I'm going to put the little one with this back and the other little one with this one. So we can just go ahead and mark this very quickly here. Now, how wide do we want this to be? We want it to be 2 inches across, 2 inches wide. I think that would work nicely with our 4-inch bigger tag, and this is going to go on top of it. Oh yes, that will be pretty. That will be pretty. This one's going to go on top of this one. And we're going to have to cut that down just a little bit on the bottom. Just cut it just a little bit so it's not, probably about right there. There we go. And round the corners on this one as well. So it's going to look like that. That's very pretty. All right, so now this one's going to go on top of this one. This one's going to go on top of this one. So let's go ahead and use this as our guide. Make it a lot simpler. There we go. Get that cut. I take that back. I said I was all done. I'm not. I am making a journal. and I'm not quite finished with that journal yet. So I have to get that finished, but I have a few more days because the person's local that I'm going to be giving it to. So I'll have a few days to get that finished and get that to her. There we go, just like this. I think I like it to be that part down on there. And this one, I like it because it says Paris, but I don't know if we're going to maybe cover that up. That's possible. We might cover that up. All right, so we've got all of our tags cut. We need to quickly ink them up on the sides. And where's my ink pad? Here it is. I love this napkin, this Paris napkin. It's so pretty. Now the napkins that I've chosen are kind of shabby chic looking, but if shabby chic isn't what you need, it really is all about the napkin that you choose to use. So get yourself your napkin that goes with your project you're making, or if you're making them to go on gifts, they're beautiful on gifts, absolutely stunning, or in Happy Mail, however you want to use your tag. Ink this right up. This takes a second. All right, now we've inked the corners. Next, let's do some stamping. This one goes with this one goes with this one. I cannot get that mixed up. Let's do a little stamping. What would we like to stamp on here? I know. Let's stamp just walked over there real quick, picked up these stamps. I have this stamp. That's very pretty. And I have this stamp. Yes, they're not clean. Sorry about that, guys. Not clean. I was using them in my journal that I was making for my gift. And so I didn't clean it up right away. Let's get this. You know, these napkins, they take stamping very nicely. Very, very nicely. Get this on there for y'all. I'm going to lower it down a little bit because actually I'm going to lower it a lot because that tag, that other tag is going to be on top of it, and we want these flowers to show. That will be on top. Yes, that's what we want right there. So let's go ahead and ink this up again, and let's this is the vintage photo. Tim Holt, actually it's Ranger. Yes, Tim Holt. Vintage photo, which seems to be everyone's go-to. There we go. Super cool, super cool. Alrighty, so we've got that done. We're not going to ink these. These are these two. They're pretty busy already, but I thought these needed a little something. So let's go ahead and put our holes in them. This one goes with this one. I don't know if I can do this together or not. We can try. Ta-da! We did it. Okay, this one goes with this one. So let's get that up there like that. All right. Next, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and put these together because I like to decorate them when they're together, because that way I'm not putting decoration where it's going to be covered up. So let's pull this through. And I have some very pretty, did you notice on these tags that I had finished that I have these pretty little elements here that dangle? I just think that's really lovely. So I have some other elements in my little cup. These are those same ones that I picked up, long time ago. I don't even know if they're offered anymore. I either picked them up on sale at Hobby Lobby or on sale at Joann's. I really don't know where. I'm guessing maybe Hobby Lobby. But I think we're going to use one of these that I made. I made these dangles. These are really pretty too, these dangles. I think we're going to use one of these. Let me put this over here. So let's see, there's that dangle. That's really pretty with that one. There's this dangle. It's totally different, has a bee that hangs off of it. Alrighty, let's do that. Let's do that for something different. So we need to thread this through that hole that's in here, just like that. Wasn't hard at all. And then we're going to tie this. Usually I hold it between my knees and tie it, but we'll get it. We'll get this tied. It'll be gorgeous. Okay. There we go. Now let's turn it right way around. Oh, I really like that. What do y'all think? Yes, very pretty. Now let's do this one. Let's get another little piece of, it's called sari silk, but I don't know. Do you think that's sari silk? Looks like seam binding to me. But that's what it said when I bought it. I don't know. Anyway, it's still pretty. There we go. Whoops, I thought it was there we go. There. And then let's get this tied. There we go. Perfect. That looks very, very sweet. Alrighty, now we're going to start decorating these two beauties. So I have a little cheesecloth, which is really, really beautiful once you get it down, but getting it down is a trick, isn't it, guys? It is a trick because it's kind of, well, it is just what it is. And then I have some tea-dyed lace here. This is very pretty. It's tea-dyed lace. I have some of that. What else do I have over here? I actually have a stamp that's really pretty with that color right there. We could put a stamp on here. Where would you like that stamp? Maybe right there, maybe a little bit of this on here, and then maybe a stamp. Okay, let's start getting this done. Let's start putting them together. decorating them up. You got to start somewhere. Sometimes you can place them, and then it's like, whew, you just got to do it. Just do it. Get her done. There we go. There we go. That's very pretty. Now we're going to just cut this a little bit because you know it frays something fierce. It'll do that fraying all on its own. Oh, it stuck to my fingers too. I already inked this. This was one of my father's stamps. He loved stamps. Okay, put a little glue on there. Oh, that's pretty. All right, so what else do we have here? Let's put a little, maybe a little lace right down there. I have to put a little bit more glue on top of there. And let's put a little bit of lace right there. Cut this off right here in the end. That's looking very lovely. Oh yes, very lovely. I have some of this eyelash trim. Let's put it on the other side. Let's put this eyelash trim on the other side. How long is this eyelash trim? It's just as long as the tag. So we'll be able to just... Now we did not use the sewing machine on any of these. Like I said, you don't have to use a sewing machine. Just because I got an issue with using the sewing machine doesn't mean we have to use a sewing machine, because I know a lot of people don't have a sewing machine, or they don't want to be bothered, or it's in the other room, or la 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 la, all kinds of things. The reason why you don't want to use a sewing machine is at your mother's house. You know, all kinds of things. Okay, so that's looking really good. Really good. You know what we forgot to do, guys? We forgot to put our little holder on there. I think I can still get it on there. I do. I think I can still get it on there. I made a list so I wouldn't forget what to do, and you know what? I still did. There we go. We got it on just like that. Okay, so these little, what do we call them? We call them the things that reinforce your papers when you're in school. Well, I took this paint right here, Waverly chalk, and it's called Cashew is the color, and I painted it just with my finger. I painted it, and so it blends in very nicely, see, but it still adds a little something something, a little something something. So let's go ahead. What I did was, since I forgot, I took it off, and all I did was I just cut it so I could open it. Oh, well, the dog sees something. Hang on just a second, guys. Just a minute, guys. Okay, you guys, my husband came home, and he had one of the other dogs. He was coming home from teaching confirmation class. And, you know, confirmation class is like, well, you know, like Westminster and how the dogs go up and back on the ring and go around. Well, the dogs have to be taught how to do that, and they have to be taught to be able to be inspected by the judge and to not act up around other dogs and stuff like that. Well, they have to be trained to do that. They don't just naturally do that as well. I'm sure you guys know that if you have dogs. And anyway, he's a teacher, and he was coming back, and he was bringing one of his dogs with him. And so the other dog was out. Well, actually, two more dogs were out, and they were like, "Oh, he's home!" And so they're like, "Bark, bark, bark, bark." And so that's what was happening there. Alrighty. So I just laid a little lace down, and we're going to cover up this Paris here with one. I fussy cut while he was doing his thing. I fussy cut one of the flowers, the roses, out of this bottom. It came from this bottom napkin. we're going to cover that up just like that. I think that's quite beautiful. Yes, I like that. And so let's go ahead and glue that down. And let's use tacky glue just because it's really a lot stickier. Okay. Get that on there like that. I put a little bit more lace right there. I think I would like to put, sorry, I'm reaching over, put a little bit of cheesecloth right here, We'll put it on the bottom like that. Let it over on the edge just a little bit. I love cheesecloth, but it is a strange thing right there. It starts coming undone, gets all stuck to your fingers, all that good stuff. But I still love it. And then I'm going to put another piece kind of on that rose, just to give it a little more of that shabby chic look that these tags seem to lend themselves toward. The tags that I'm doing. Now, like I said before, it depends on what napkin you chose. Some napkins are definitely not shabby chic. It depends on that napkin that you've chosen. Oh, those are turning out quite nice, don't you think, y'all? So this one I fussy cut while he was here, and I think we're going to put that right there. But I need to ink it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we can put it right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Just going to take it over here, and I think I'll use my glue gun. I mean, not my glue gun, my glue stick. There. Sorry, I was off camera. My table's getting kind of full of stuff right now. Okay. These are looking beautiful, don't you think, guys? I think they're looking beautiful. All right, now we're time for some bling. It's time to bling. Let's bling it out. So we've got these, which are beautiful. We can put that right down there. I think that's what we'll do. You can pick these little jewels up anymore. I actually think you can buy them at the dollar store now. Definitely at Hobby Lobby and Joann's. In the paper supplies, I think, is where they have them. But let's go ahead and put a row of them right on top of this. That's the hardest part about all of this, is the tininess of these things. And getting them on and getting them off your finger. They're so tiny. What do you think, guys? Woohoo! I think it's looking good, good, good. I do like it. I like it a lot. You know what else I think this might need? If I can get this stickles to come down, here we are. I think we're going to just highlight this little inside of this flower just a tiny, tiny bit. Just like that. Yes, that's what it needed, just that little highlight. Let me set this over to the side for just a second while we finish up this one. Let's see, what are we going to do with this one? I have these pretty, very pretty pearls. Where are we going to put them? Where are we going to put these pearls? I know. Let's just put them right here, kind of going in a the corner, like the bend of the corner. There's one. There's two. Oopsie. There's three. That's pretty. Yes, I do like that. It kind of blends, not blends, but it brings in the pearls right there. I'll put these up later. I'll put these right there. Now, let's look one more time. We have these that we made this one, and we made this one. Oh, you guys, I think they turned out beautiful. Just beautiful. If you enjoyed these and you enjoyed watching me and I made a little bit of sunshine come into your life, please share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon. Don't forget, if you don't know how to attach those napkins onto that freezer paper, check my next video. See you soon. Bye now.